press conference time, Damo.
Yeah, we're going to start with you, JB.
You had an ordinary one last week.
No, only because you were the focus of it, Gary, and you weren't able to answer the questions I put to you. That was what was ordinary in your eyes. But we're going to stick with JB as a starting point today. JB, the level of angst between yourself and Caroline Wilson over the years has...
racing.
Well, I'd say it's never reached a lower low than it has right now. And I know you are not aware of what was said about you by Caroline during the week, but for that reason, we're going to play it back to you now.
I don't think James Brayshaw has been a good president. I don't think he has been a great leader. I don't think he's been able to put in the time that is needed in a job like that, particularly at a club like that. I do think they botched the Tasmanian situation. I don't know why they even looked at any time, even if the AFL suggested it, at selling 7 games to Tasmania when they knocked back the Gold Coast home games. I think he's disenfranchised a lot of famous and stalwart old North Melbourne families. Now, you might say old families and old supporters and old presidents should be seen and not heard, but good presidents like Jim Steins and Eddie Maguire got those guys back on side.
Okay, not a good president, not a good leader. You've disenfranchised famous North people, you've botched deals, you're not Jim Steins, you're not Eddie Maguire.
That is the only true bit that was said in all of that.
Return to serve, please, JB.
I'm not either of those two blokes. Let me just start by saying, Damo, that we get lots of people on the footy show who talk about the footy show and say, I don't watch the show, and then they can repeat everything that's happened during the course of the 2 hours. But I am genuine when I say I never read anything Caroline Wilson writes, and I never hear anything she says. I don't listen to AM radio. In fact, I've had a car delivered to me by Mazda, our major sponsor. I don't even know how to get AM on the radio. So I never, ever hear anything she says, and that is true. The only reason I just heard, I'd heard about that before you just played it is because someone told me during the week about it. Let me tell you about an exchange I had with a gentleman.
Is it personal, this?
It was about 2 months ago, maybe not that long. Yeah, 2 months ago. A bloke walked up to me, and we get lots of people coming up to me, to us all the time. This guy came up to me. He was an older sort of bloke. He was about 65, 70. He came up to me and he said, I want to talk to you about Caroline Wilson. I thought, oh, Christ, here we go. It's the last thing I need, just walking around the street. And I said, all right, mate, go on. And he looked at me, this old bloke, and he said, in her unseemly desperation to embarrass you and your club, the only person she's embarrassed is herself. And he looked at me, and I said, you know what, mate? If I'd spent hours trying to compile what I think about that woman, I couldn't have done it any more succinctly than you just have then. He said, her behaviour is a disgrace. I said, listen, mate, this is an opinion business and people can have their opinion. The only time I get angry with Caroline Wilson is when she states something as a fact that's wrong. The only thing I would say about what I've just heard then, to do with not working hard enough, is put a name to it, Damo. Oh, does she listen? Oh, she listens to us, doesn't she, Gaz?
What's that?
Our show.
I think
she'll be listening now?
No, she won't be listening today.
Well, why won't she be listening today?
She's not working today.
But she'll hear it.
Well, she'll hear it. It doesn't mean you have to be working. She'll have a radio on. She'll be able to hear it.
I'm not sure she's in the country, Jim.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not sure she's in the country. I think she's away.
What do you mean?
I think she's away. Away? What part of that don't you understand?
What, so she's not here?
Not here, no.
That's extraordinary. Well, maybe it'll get back to her. But when you talk about working hard enough, Damo, I'll give her the names. Tim Cleary, Jeff Brown from Channel 9, Ben Amafio, Lee Simon from Triple M, Eugene Aroka, Trevor O'Hoy from the Footy Club. Ring them and ask them about my work ethic. And if any of them will put their name to the fact that I don't work hard enough, print it in the paper. Don't hide behind this garbage of my sources that no one believes and hasn't for a long time. Put someone's name.
Why so personal, JB? That's what I don't get.
But
because
Damo, all I'm
people
saying
have
is,
blues in footy, but this one's really it's lingered and it's getting worse.
If you're going to write this junk, put someone's name to it. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, don't, because your credibility is in free fall on the back of it.
That's a personal attack. And what about disenfranchising old families? What does that mean?
I got no idea. All we do at North Melbourne is work extraordinarily hard at trying to give our supporters and members a great club going forward. And I think, and I'm not even going to go back over all the things we've done since we've taken over, but, I think the ticking of the boxes has been unbelievable. I don't take all the credit for that. In fact, I take very little credit because we've got great people working for us who have done amazing jobs at getting things done. But That's our focus. Our focus isn't always on making sure that people are having a good day, because you haven't got time to do that. What you've got time to do is deliver results for your members and your supporters and your staff, and that's what we focus on doing.
Right, nice start, Warrie. Much better than last week.
Yeah, it was a lot better.
A lot better.
When will that feud...
Damo, just name them. I mean, you were a journalist. My sources, what is that?
Look, I have blues with, as a journo. You have regular blues with people, and you do, but I've never seen one where it's escalated to this point where Caroline just continually goes. And I still don't know the origins of it. I don't think I'm much clearer to it now.
I don't speak to her, so
Jim,
I can't
in a nutshell,
Can I do this?
You sit next to her every week.
Well, that's what I'm about to say.
Answer the question.
Every time I open my gob about you, you stick up for your mate. Why don't you come on? And
I have
sit
been
on Footy
Gary.
Classified. Yeah, I know, but since then this has escalated
Why
to another level.
Why doesn't she come on the Footy
Mate,
show?
we could get Caro on here.
Why don't she come on Thursday night, Gary?
I'll put that to her as well.
And what did she say?
No, I said I will.
Oh, well, good.
But I would like you to be on the hot seat.
I've done the hot seat, Gary. It's time for her to
it's
come
hotter.
on our show.
Now it's hotter.
Well, maybe get her on, if she doesn't do that, get on the rush hour.
Thursday night, Gary. She can come on, and that will be a hot seat.
I don't think she's a fan of the Thursday.
Oh, really? Maybe that's getting to the bottom.
When we have a
this,
peace pipe with
issue
you, because surely, it's fractured. Is it just fractured to the
I
point
think it's
of
irreparable, Danny. I think it's finished.
free fall?
Danny, everyone,
Well,
everyone
I'm just trying to.
I know you're a peacemaker.
I'm trying. Well, I don't know.
I think you and Hutchie should get together.
Well, that'll never happen. Or with V-Ed here either.
We're getting on well today. JB, your involvement with one of the new Victorian-based 2020 cricket teams.
Extraordinary.
If you're not a good president...
Remember your work rate. You're overworked.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're not a good president in the eyes of Caro in the footy sense.
don't work
Are you going to be
hard enough.
president of one of these new
I
clubs, the
have
Renegades?
said that I will help them put their list and governance model and
So
team
actually
together.
put the whole thing together?
I'll help
Control
them,
it.
Gary. I won't do it
Is this
myself.
a paid
I'm
job?
hearing
or
that.
I won't do it
Is this a
myself,
paid job or an
Gary,
honorarium?
I won't do it myself.
Is it an
I said-
honorarium, volunteer,
Well,
or paid
I am
job?
currently paid by Cricket Victoria. It's nothing to do with this particular role.
You're paid
Oh,
by
yeah,
Cricket
well,
Victoria.
I MC functions for them throughout the year, and I get paid for it.
Hello?
So I already
What's
get paid by
going
Cricket Victoria.
So you're going to get another lick
Oh, what,
on
you
top
reckon
of
I
that?
do that for nothing?
Are you getting another
You
lick
reckon
on
I just turn up and MC functions with 500 people in the room for nothing?
Is the
Invoice king.
Well, I do.
Oh, when do you do that?
I did last
JB.
week.
Look at his
I did last week.
You wouldn't do anything for nothing, Gary.
Exactly
Are
right.
you getting paid by the Renegades?
No,
And will you be an owner?
Liar.
no.
So your involvement will be
No.
honorary.
No, it isn't, because it's packaged up in what I already do for Cricket Victoria.
this
They've
is
said
just
to me, I want to
extraordinary.
help.
All right.
They want me to help them put their
Will you have
list
an
team
equity
together,
stake?
and
Who will you-
No, I will not have equity.
Well, who will you target as a lead player? Because Chris Gale is going to one of the City teams.
Leon
No,
Pickham?
mate, I'm certainly not going to go into
Leon
list
Pickham?
management of a cricket franchise that's going to start playing in
Well, you
December
need a big name.
with you now.
Leon Pickett. Now, Damo,
Now, well, you've obviously got someone in mind.
before we go...
You do have someone in mind,
the
don't you? Who
viewers
is
want-
it?
Not
Warnie.
The viewers
not
want
Who
who
is
I
it?
am
Will
going
you get
to,
Warnie out of
share
retirement?
with you.
Damo,
Are you going to get
the
Warnie out of retirement?
this
I
is-
think
this
Shane
is just
Warne is a magnificent
breaking
individual
into a
who
farce.
every club would want to
Damo,
have.
the listeners want to know, why isn't Hutchie on the footy show? Have you stabbed Craig Hutchison in the back never to be on the Thursday night footy show again?
Yes.
Or no? Yes or no?
It's Hutchie,
Yes
my boss, and it's his
or
decision.
No? Yes or no?
What was the question?
Did you stab him in the back?
No, definitely
And you
not.
wanted more airtime?
Hutchie
We
has
are-
facilitated this.
Yep.